We are very excited to introduce you to our next guest. He is a drum master that writes his own tribal drumming compositions that have been featured on close to 100 television. Oh my gosh, 100! Whoa, holy cow! 20 television shows. I've just upped your ante big time.
But boy.
To 20 television shows around the world, including Law and Order Special Victims Unit, America's Top Model, Live with Regis and Kathy Lee, and the list goes on.
Carlos Solorzano has also won many awards, and the best part, he lives right here in Tucson. Carlos, welcome, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Before we get started, this is a drum set, but it looks a little different.
It's electronic. I brought it in because I didn't want to blow out the studio, and plus it gives me a chance to change the sounds, so I'll be able to, you know, mess around with different sounds without bringing everything in. So it makes it easier for everyone. So but I prefer to play the live drums.
Oh, you do? Okay, because I was going to say, when you do a show, do you use this electric, or are you a real drum set?
Very rarely I'll use the electric drums. If the venue asks, I will, but I prefer to use the live drums. So nice and loud and all the gadgets and everything. So.
Well, you are wickedly talented. We've heard him warming up today.
That was awesome.
How did you get into drumming, and how did you become so good? Practice?
Oh, well, there's so many great drummers in this town, actually. I grew up with parents who loved great music. My mother and father were into Latin jazz and a lot of different R&B stuff. I just got into different styles when I was younger. My parents were the best because when I said I wanted to play drums, they said, okay, you're going to take lessons, we're going to make sure you do it right. So, you know, they made me learn how to read music early and just go to school for it. And also, really, I give it all to them. They're the ones who really made me do it right. And I had some great teachers as well. So.
People talk about making music and making money in this industry. People think about being in a band, but you've done it a little differently as far as doing things on TV. How'd you get into that?
That was actually really funny because I love world drumming, and a lot of times, aside from playing on the kit, I'll actually make the multi-track recordings, which is what's been on TV, not just me playing drum set. And I just posted it online, and all of a sudden, a gentleman who is involved with, they call music licensing, he contacted me and he asked to take some of my stuff and really put it out there for various people to listen to. So whenever they had a request for it, it was like, okay, yeah, sure, take it, absolutely. But, you know, they always say it's being ready, but also you get a break and you get lucky. So for me, it was just the right guy at the right time heard something and liked it, and he started sharing it with different people. So with the Performance Rights Organization, every few months we get a statement. So that's how I find out when some of my stuff's been used on a TV show or film, because I don't know about it when it's broadcast or whatever.
You don't?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that.
No. So I thought like TV shows would specifically contact you and say, this is kind of what we were thinking, do your magic.
That does happen for some people, but in my case it's just been a matter of my stuff's in a little catalog in someone's library, and then someone comes in looking for, in this case it was tribal drumming. I said, yeah, they like that one, so I just...
What a great surprise.
Yeah, it's always a surprise.
So how often are you like putting new things together?
Honestly, not as much as, I don't do it as much as I'd like to.
Okay.
Because usually a lot of the work I've been doing lately has been with other bands, which is great because that's more work, it's different work, and it's more consistent. So a lot of times when I have a break, like today, I'll do something like this, but I wish I could do it more. But when I do have a chance to do something on my own, it's really special, and I enjoy it because of that. So. So that's why, you know, it's kind of like wearing a different hat, you know. One day you're playing in a country band, the next day you're doing your own thing, one day you're playing in an R&B band, the next day you're playing in a...
That's awesome.
Well, Carlos, we are so excited to hear you play. So if you would like to actually hear Carlos play, he's got some upcoming shows at the Outlaw Saloon on July 18th, August 1st, 9th, 15th, 29th, as well as September 12th. To learn more, just go online to reverbnation.org/Carlos Solorzano.
Solorzano.
There you go.
It's not easy. And now, Carlos, here's a performance. Go ahead.
Okay.